Hello, I am Selin. As you know, I'm a psychology student. I had released a podcast episode on, get to know me sort of thing. And I just wanted to start videos doing, you know, I was not going to make YouTube videos. I didn't think about making a YouTube video, but I realized that, I want to discover a lot, and I'm discovering a lot daily. You know that I'm on a spiritual journey, and my spirituality is, important for me. I just like to discover and, tell people stories about myself and my spiritual journey and the world. And so we are starting our first YouTube vlog. Not a vlog, but and I will be talking about narcissistic abuse and other stuff that went on. But today we are not going into tea. We are not doing drama today, and I'm away from the drama. I don't like drama so much, so I will be just sort of talking about spiritual stuff. So as you know, there's a world war going on, a war going on, let's say. And I was, as a divine feminine, we are gonna talk about spiritual, you know I'm gonna, I'm a psychology student, so I know, I study brain. My favorite thing on earth study is to mysteries of brain. So we will make a connection between brain and the spirituality and the mysticism and mind, body, spirit. We're gonna discover a lot of beautiful stuff. But first of all, I just wanted to talk about, I'm gonna give my, diploma to my mom. I just wanted to be, one of these, one of those brave hearts that come against her family and just be saying, I'm not gonna get diploma. I'm not gonna, I'm gonna break the rules and I'm gonna follow my dreams. But I am like in fourth year. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe I freeze it to travel around the world because I want to travel and show you the beautiful world I see out there. So please, so please don't mind lies about me, and please don't mind any lies. It will be discovered in time, but we are gonna talk about a lot of different stuff. As as a divine feminine, I was just like going through a lot of spiritual journey. My spiritual journey started, I learned that I was spiritual like all along from childhood to these days. I'm 21. I'm going to be 22. So I learned that I was spiritual just all along. Like I was, from my when I look at my childhood memories, I just see it like a lot of I don't know, a lot of spiritual stuff, like angels are there and spiritual things are there, interesting stuff that I cannot explain to anybody because it's my own spiritual journey, and not everybody will think that I'm crazy. And in a worse way, what I said to people came true, and spirituality was real in a worse way. I mean, events happening in the world just proved how spirituality is essential and how spirituality has the capacity to change the world and change the course of events, let's say, change the people's lives in a better way. So just sadly, things happened in the world just prove that to us, that spirituality is real, in fact very real. And I was just talking about divine feminines, and I am a divine feminine because I am on a spiritual journey since 2021. I have a lot of childhood memories, but my actual journey, awakening, the moment I was awake to, I'm on a spiritual journey and I'm gonna discover spirituality, happened in 2021 with those, sort of soulmate twin flame connections. I was, that person came from past like a time traveler. I didn't, I was I was living my life. I didn't know even I was hacked. I was being bullied, and I didn't know that I was being followed obsessively by people. I didn't know. I had no thing in, making people taking attention or just like wasting people's time with my life. I didn't do that. I'm sorry, but people just obsessed with me, and they copy me, and they think if they copy me, they're just gonna be blessed like me. I don't know, but I do believe that every spiritual journey is your spiritual journey. So you have to be unique to get your blessings, like I do. People just throw me under the bus and try to bully me, and I was just like, I'm not gonna follow you. I'm not gonna buy what you sell to me. They were like, oh, we're partying, we're so cool. You're not cool. You're out of your mind. You're crazy. Like, look at the world now. Who's crazy? Like, you were partying while all the spiritual events that I told became true. Sadly, of course, I didn't. I wish I will be. I wish I will be fooled, but I will be wronged. But I told you guys. I told you. So I'm a divine feminine. And there's interesting stuff that happened to me as a divine feminine. Like, it is just it's just so interesting. My life is just like beyond between magical and dan- not dangerous, but magical, and like it's just like, I don't know, it's very different. I like my life, I like myself. Sometimes I can't get along with myself, but I know you can't get along with yourselves too. That's why you're here. And so I will just, we are gonna discover. I'm gonna talk about, spiritual terms, divine feminine, divine masculine, karmic energies, what I learned from relationships, because I went through a narcissistic abuse. Didn't like it. I'm sorry you had to, you have to see my anger tantrums and my, moody, sort of moody responses, because, I didn't mean to keep people busy, but I had no choice. They were following me, they were abusing my privacy, invading my privacy, and, you know, they wanted to they want me to become quiet and go crazy in front of everyone. So I did. And I gave them what they wanted. And I just got rid of those, heavy weights of, reputation and image stuff. I don't care. Who cares? I mean, I could have been a girl that has no money, has, clothes with, you get me. I don't need to be out there wearing the best stuff to act like a divine feminine. Divine feminine is about heart and brain, and most essentially, it's about soul. If your soul is, beautiful, if you clean your soul, purify your soul, and clean your heart, then it means you're divine. It doesn't matter if you're poor or if you're just like, I don't know, went through bad stuff. Like, everybody go through bad stuff. We are all learning here, but there is some fake spiritualism going on. All this. I mean, I wanted to start my brand, and sort of brands were like making to me, and I just realized that brands were following me on blogs and not copying, of course, but sort of getting the trends on me, and and I was just like, I want to work with brands too, but in a good way. I won't be the one who will be just like that, oh, divine feminine makes a lot of money and boss. Like, I deserve financial stuff, but my priority is not that. And if even I work with brands, I will do it in my own creative way. That will what brands will make money off of. And I would, of course, help with disadvantaged people with my, with what I been blessed with, actually. Because, I do believe that life blesses you for you to bless others, and life teaches you lessons for you to teach others lessons. Not teach other lessons, but you know, you know what I mean. To show, to guide you to be a light in the world. So I do believe that essentially that, you know, the universe is just trying to guide us to do good and be good. Like, so, and it teaches some lessons that we don't like. And most of the people, I realize that they're not aware what's, they're not aware of their power. Most of the people are just like, the saying, all the, I am not like calling people idiot. Is just like, I don't, I don't call any person idiot because I have to learn from every person. But you know what they say, all these idiots and fake confident people out there living their best lives, and the ones who are the real gems are just too, you know, they have too many things going on their, brain. They're too, they're adopting themselves while they're busy adopting themselves. People with fake confidences and people who are greedy and bad are making the best out of it. So we have to learn how to be powerful as a divine being. Was That's what I believe. This is the age of divine beings to learn how to, strengthen their existence on the karmic plane, like the the earth we are living in right now, in the current, we are living in a karmic world, we are living in a 3D world. A lot of things are going on, happening karmically. Like, we are now living in a world that is full of peace and love, and everything is fair, but that doesn't mean there's no place for us. There is place for us to create the place for next generations. So this is what the legacy is, my legacy. This is what the point of the legacy is. This is what you have to bring, and to leave a mark on earth, truth to be told. So this is why I like spirituality, and I will do everything in a mystic and spiritual way. I want to, travel and show you the world how great things can be. And teenagers love material stuff. I know I love material stuff too, but this is not this should not be your first priority. So you might see a lot of great, you know, a lot of great images on social media, but most of them are just like not real, very real. So be careful out there. Don't wait for. I just want people. Basically, most likely teenagers. I just don't want them to waste their time and dump themselves, or you know, because of their look, or I don't know, maybe they do not have enough money, or they think that nobody's going to listen. They think that nobody's gonna, care. Please, please, please. Do not care about any other people's opinions. Have faith in yourself and have faith in your occasion, and just don't care about looks. All these teenagers are so goddamn focused on their looks, and they miss out on life. Just like as we all do, we were, we were conditioned to believe that, being a teenager means not liking yourself, not like, being a rebel in the world against your family, and just sort of losing yourself in your own reality. But this is not how it is. It doesn't have to be. I was raised like that too. I was, and I see a lot of teenagers right there are so, they're missing out on life because they do not trust themselves because of their, insecurities. And we all have insecurities. But that shouldn't stop you from mm, living the life. So don't you ever wait for anything to be perfect. I will just say, have an optimistic view on life, but also be grounded, be aware of, make pros and cons. And if the cons are, conquering, then just ask yourself why pros and, cons are conquering, in this situation. So, I am just like talking about a lot of stuff. And, what was I going to tell? Yes, it's basically like that. So I just wanted to, we're gonna talk about this too, but this is the start of my, first video, and I just want to tell it because if there is anyone out there who is just like too afraid, thinking that nobody's going to listen, or thinking that the occasions are bad, people won't like them, or people, judge them because of their looks or their story or their, I don't know, their clothes. Just, what I, them. Like, F them. F them forever. Don't be, just be relaxed. So, if you want to do something, just, it is your sign to do it. Start it, just today. Because, I don't know, time doesn't wait for dreams. Time wait for a lot of things, and you have to be grounded. You shouldn't, go blindly and jump into it, but just, if you have a dream, just start today. Don't be fooled by anyone's opinions. So this was my first video, and I just wanted to, tell it because I want teenagers to be encouraged to, be more, be more about not themselves, but be more about their dreams and their time and their focus. Because I realized that most people don't know, because I learned energy, I realized that most of the people don't even know how much their brain is feeding into nothing. Like, things that do not serve them, things that take them away from their dreams. So the faster you realize that, the faster you learn about yourself, know the self. Spirituality is, first and, basic sentence, know the self, so that you know the universe, is the essential. So get to know yourselves, I mean, we're gonna talk about that too, because I'm a psychology student, and know the self just, I think, has a lot to do with brain and your mind. So we're gonna talk about that. But first of all, I'm gonna talk about, like, but I don't have a time. No, I don't have a time. It's just like, yeah, we will talk. It's just like, so I was going to talk about, all this divine feminine, karmic masculine, karmic feminine stuff, but the first thing that I want, by the way, I'm a very excited person. I'm a very excited person, so you will get used to it. I'm a very excited and sometimes loud, sometimes. I do not have autism, but I don't like people, I don't like people just, some people have, made fun of me being autistic, and if I would have been autistic, that wouldn't be a problem. I would be probably going out there and tell, yes, I'm autistic, but that doesn't make you, that doesn't make me anything. That makes you look bad. I will just say, but I'm just gonna shut up for my respect to other people. And please, as a teenagers, don't judge. Just kind of, because if you have an ugly soul, there is nothing worse in the world like that. If you do, if you shatter yourself into evilness, if you decide to do evil, there's nothing you can, you're the only one that will pay the price. You will pay the price, surely. So please, I was very mad at them, and I was right about everything. I mean, don't be an ugly soul. Because being an ugly person is not, I see the beauty in it. People might be like, why do you call teenagers ugly? I do not judge anyone by their looks, by their clothes, or anything. Like, anything. You could be a cleaner, you could clean the toilets. I could clean the toilets of another people. Life puts you places that you make fun of. Life puts you into places that you have to learn lessons. We can all be out there in the world, dying without water, without house, without any house. There's, you know, natural disasters happening all over the world. So please don't judge anyone. And know that if you judge and make fun of something, you will probably be, teached about it. So please don't judge people with disabilities and people with, autism. It's not funny. It is not. It makes you look bad. I'm telling you. It doesn't make anybody mad. I do not have autism, but if I would have, I would be probably telling that I have autism or I have tics. You know, because I get too excited and I'm just like, I'm an excited person and I do not have, I don't have an anxiety or I don't have, I don't know. I'm not a shy person actually, but I like to be alone in solitude. So please keep your psychological assumptions to yourself and don't judge people because there are some people who might not take it. I can take it. I'm a psychologist. I might get angry. I might, clean myself with, crying, and I might learn the motives behind the people's, evilness, badness, and I will just, because when I learned that it's all coming from their in envy and jealousy, it's just like, oh, she didn't mean me again. Oh, he can't have me, so you have to lie again. Like, it's just turned into that, and it makes you look bad. So don't do it. Be smart. Don't do something that will make you look bad. Not in the name of, ruining your image, but in the name of, not hurting others and not stepping on others to feel better. Thank you. So, I mean, I am never gonna be perfect. I am not gonna be one of the celebrities who just looks great because I wanna be, much more spiritual and I just wanna love myself as what I am. I don't want to, change myself according to the anything, like any industry, anything. I will just change myself according to spirituality. So, I will be, I'm an imperfect person. And I like that because that is the human side of us that we can keep forever. And we will learn from our mistakes. I will probably do everything in spiritual way. Like, I like fashion, I like music, I like arts, I like travel, I like photography, I like a lot of things. I like everything about life. I'm a very lively person, lively person. But I like everything. Researching and discovering everything about life, and I discover a lot. Even though the day I am staying at the home, I just try to discover a lot. So that's why I'm going to, that's what I wanted to tell you, that what's going to be on YouTube channel, probably, spirituality and much more spirituality and arts and fashion and, everything that I like, music, arts, cultures, people, psychology, philosophy, music, film, art, like everything about life, every area of life, health, but in a spiritual way, combined in a way, like. So this is what is going to happen. This is what's going, on my life, and and I was going to talk about, this is what was going on with world spiritually, because things are real, guys. I'm still in the right thing all along, sadly. But I mean, it will probably be on another video. It will be on the second video because we do not have time, because I didn't make the get to know me get to know me video. Just I'm just waiting for giving my diploma to my mama, my psychology diploma, and I'm not even sure that I will give this year because I'm in the last year, but I have some lessons that I didn't take because I was so busy about you know going through spiritual stuff, and I was going through a lot of dark stuff, and a lot of good stuff. So this is what's going to happen. Thank you for watching. I think it's like 24 minutes. Thank you for watching, and if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna be on Instagram. I will probably share like the discoveries of the day, because I discover so much in a day, and I cannot probably make YouTube videos all the time, but I will try to. This year, you know, this year will be busy for me. I will be at university. I will be doing projects. I would like to do projects and collaborate with people. So don't be encouraged to not write me. Write me through my Hotmail, email. You can contact me if you want to collaborate on something. I do not work with a lot of people because I had people who I was just like, I had worked when I was little because I was doing like blogging and vlogging from a little age. So I have some art stuff that I made with people, but still, if you wanna, if you wanna collaborate on something, you can write on spirituality. Maybe you can, you want to ask something, or you want to, share something with us that you find, because I'm gonna not open comments on YouTube video. So you have to contact me with Hotmail. Why? Because I don't want people to, I don't want people to write comments on my videos, because I think that commenting is just not a waste of time, because some people are YouTubers and they do feel better with comments. Maybe I will open it. I'm not sure, but if I do not open it, know that it is the reason, because the reason is that I am not, I do not, find it very real. I mean, people who love me, it's not real. That comment is not real. I don't know who, I went through a lot of with bots. I went through a lot of stuff, a lot of bad stuff with bots, so I don't trust anything on the social media comment that I do not know on the real life. So that's why I also think that, commenting is a waste of, not a waste of time, but like, really, I don't know. Maybe some people need it, so I don't want to, ruin that for other people. But for me, it's something that I do not probably want to waste time on, and so I'm gonna not open for people to comment on my videos. Maybe I will do it like Instagram lives. I might do it Instagram lives. So you have to Hotmail me. I'm not gonna open my comments. You have to Hotmail me if you want to contact me. And my Hotmails are, don't send me any bad Hotmails because there will be legal issues. I'm not gonna back up from anyone. I'm not gonna fear from anyone. So please be kind and don't do bad stuff and spread kindness and goodness. Even sometimes we cannot do it, of course, because we are human. Just why I was not around, because healing can be dirty, and healing can be just a roller coaster, so I was not around. Anyways, welcome to my life, welcome to my journey, and it was my first YouTube video. I will probably upload a lot of YouTube videos these times, on this times of year. So see you on the second video, and bye bye.